we had some technical difficulties while recording episode 9 in what would have been the first part of the story. Here's a recap of what happened. We retconned the end of episode 8, so the group started back at Taz's apartment. Krakatur, Flea, Taz, Ray, and Stu decided to go to Stu's friend in the sewers in the western part of the city to find the properties of the haunted doll that Flea had acquired. They were about to leave until Ray saw her horse waiting outside of Taz's apartment. Standing near Ray's horse was a man from her past. He was an uncle figure who helped Ray through the military and was good friends with her father. This man had some dire news for Ray. The Belkan army was trying to act as a neutral party between the uprising of citizens and the current king. The Belkan army needed her because she was not only respected both by the military and the citizens, but she was the highest ranking officer left. The man told her to meet him at the northern gates at sunrise to leave for Belka. After that, the party decided Taz's brother was more important than the doll. Stu left on his own to the western side of the city to find his friend. And now continues episode 9 of Tales of Swordfall. Episode 9, Taverns and Traps. Okay, so Creepy Doll Adventure we're deciding to skip and actually check on possibly very big trap that
Possibly
Taz has.
or definitely?
Possibly.
Definitely, though, right?
Maybe. Come on, I'm not going to give a straight answer. That wouldn't be any fun.
That would be telling.
Yes. So, you leave from the empty world market, well, from the sewers of the empty world market, deciding to abandon the quest and just decide to let Stu handle his crazy friend and the scary doll thing and all that. And you start heading north. Northeast, if I remember correctly, going over the southern bridge that's by the world market, in between the entertainment district and the merchant district, going up, going back by the artisan district and the merchant district, and there you are at the city gates, and just outside in a building, maybe Morrison is waiting, or maybe a trap.
Probably a trap.
Almost certainly a trap.
So you notice that there are guards posted at the gates, 2 for incoming people, and 2 for outgoing people. You notice there are wanted posters out in plain view, which, the guards are kind of like checking the wanted posters, checking the people passing through. They're trying to be diligent, but really it looks like they're just kind of glancing over at the posters and making sure like someone does not match a description of anyone there.
And remind me, the wanted posters of us are terrible, right?
Yeah, they're like
unrecognizable.
Yeah, pin-up caricatures of you guys.
As prostitutes.
Yes, as prostitutes.
Yes!
Even for some reason Flea, too.
Oh my god.
I actually stole one last session.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one.
But the really good one of Tabby somehow did not follow you throughout this whole thing, so she's not with you at the moment.
She was possessed by a necklace. She needs her rest.
She's taking some TLC. She's practicing self-care.
Yeah, she just heard things about kids dead on their birthdays. She's just like, nope. Catnap. I know I would in the same situation.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah. So, You guys are waiting in line, and the guards are steadily getting closer. And there's like a group really similar to you guys. There's like a Tabaxi, a Genasi, a Tiefling, and they're right in front of you guys. And the
Wait.
guards,
There's a group that looks just like us right in front of us.
well, like the types of races that are involved in that group are about the same as yours.
Is there a lizard?
No, they're missing a lizard person. They are missing a human. So it's just, you know, a Tabaxi, a Tiefling, and a Genasi.
Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.
Always. So they get stopped by the two guards, and the two guards look at the posters, look at them, look back at the posters. One of them kind of scratches their chin. One of them signals to the other guards. And suddenly there's 4 guards now looking them over. And you can see this process happening of like, maybe these might be the people in the posters.
Are they holding us up to check this other group, or
Yep,
can we?
the guards are very distracted right now.
I say, oh, excuse me, they're not nearly as good looking as I am.
I hit him in the stomach.
Roll to hit.
Oh god.
Can I have
Didn't
be holding
think this
him?
through.
Can I be holding him and give her advantage?
Sure.
I'm gonna use the help action to give her no advantage.
Yeah, no. Wait, what am I rolling for this?
just roll a strength a 20 with your strength modifier. It's an unarmed attack.
Oh,
I just want to see if you
gracious,
can.
This is not good. I'm not strong. Okay. That's a 4.
Yes!
Yeah, so you try to hit your friend who is starting to bellow, and
Oh, God.
you like somehow he moves out of your way at the last second. So what is Krakatur starting to bellow out?
Excuse me, I actually think, I am better looking. The poster depicts a strong, chiseled air genasi, and that is very obviously a scrawny, wimpy earth genasi. I am offended, sir.
Excuse me, what did you say about Earth Genasis? And the Earth Genasi that's in that crowd turns around.
He was just, don't mind him. He's got, some constipation today. He's just a little, like grumpy.
Irritable.
Just ignore
Wait.
him.
Do I? Can I make a medicine check?
Yeah, make your
Oh my
medicine check. They seem to be telling lies, Krakatur.
Excuse me, my
Krakatur,
bowel
shut
movements are just fine today.
Krakatur, I elbow him in the ribs.
What? They have the wrong people, obviously. I'm just trying
Yes,
to help
they
them out.
do. That is good for us. We are the right people, and we don't want to be arrested.
But they didn't commit any crime to go to me. And I am much better looking than that.
Yes, you are, but that is not important right now. What is important is not getting our asses thrown in jail and not letting my brother
Next,
die.
please.
Keep your mouth
They
shut.
don't even have a
Krakatur.
lizard.
Yeah, they don't even have a lizard folk.
Yes, that is true. But to be fair, we're missing our tabaxi, so.
Okay, spread your arms.
I'll go first.
And you notice that they actually skip you, Ray.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you look human.
These guys are with me.
Still gonna check.
This is racial profiling.
Are they checking for weapons, or like what are they, or just to
They-
see if we did it?
They're just seeing if you're complying.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
can pull it.
The system stinks, but fine.
Yep, and they
I'm
just
gonna
pat you down, and you hear like at least one of them goes, "Huh? Looks like there's a genasi again, and a tiefling,
Yes.
and a lizard
shocking.
person.
Very observant.
Let's see how observant they are.
Oh, Phil. Oh,
So he looks at the posters, like he looks really hard. They don't even look like the posters. Are you sure about that? Yeah, they don't even look like the posters.
Yeah,
Hey.
no, we don't. Mm-mm, not at all.
Yeah, that guy's right. Not at all. Move on. And they wave you past.
Well, that was pretty easy.
And yeah, if you look behind you, notice that they're stopping everything that doesn't look like a dwarf, a human, or an elf.
I don't like this place. It's
Mm,
not right.
no.
A person should be judged not off of what they are, but off of their character and their actions. And he stands all heroic like for a second, chest puffed out.
And
Tats walks away.
sounds like, yeah! And you guys are in the little neighborhood that's right outside the gates. This place is a little bit more... It's not as polished. There's a lot of like horse stables and stuff out here. There's a bit more homeless people out here. You know, if you can't find a house, they usually just shove you out here. And they're like, here, sleep outside the gates. Feed the monsters.
Mm,
And
Right, looks very uncomfortable.
yeah, we're gonna have to do something about this, but not tonight.
All right, well, Taz, how do you want to do this?
Okay, well, we can't all go in at once. It's definitely a trap.
You and I could.
Yes, I think you and I should. I was really hoping we'd have you for this.
I'm
but
a
you and
pretty
I-
smooth talker.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
can talk
funny-
about it.
I will do the talking. He's my brother.
Okay.
Ray and I will go in together. And you two sneak around back, try and find another way in, and if it all goes to hell, I'll message you and we'll go from there.
Are you going to be using brain mail again?
Most likely, yes.
I really should get my head checked some point.
Well, I'm not going to dispute that.
All right, we will find a secret way in, or we will punch a wall down. One of the two.
No, discretion is important in this one, Krakatoa.
You must be very quiet, Krakator.
All right, I will be very quiet. Flea, we must be silent as a small mouse.
Okay, my new bandana gives me disadvantage on quiets, but I'll do it anyways.
You know,
Hmm.
all right, you guys go around back. You'll know when it's time.
Okay.
There'll most likely be screaming and quite possibly explosions.
Probably.
We could use bird call signals like caw caw caw. I mean, Flea makes a pretty convincing bird sometimes.
I have magic telepathy, so I don't know if the bird songs will be necessary.
Caw!
It's very good.
All right.
you.
Let's excuse me. Let's go.
so you start approaching this place. And
As we walk up, I'm going to reach my hand out and put it on Taz's shoulder, and I will cast Shield of Faith.
Aw.
You have a +2 to your armor class right now for next 10 minutes.
Thank you.
And that's right before we go in.
Can I real quick check for traps?
Sure. But I'm going to say at the disadvantage. Because the building you're approaching is brightly lit, and there's a sign in big, bold letters, the Studley Butler. As you're approaching a door, a drunk is being thrown out into a convenient pool. The whole place is rowdy and loud, And if you start trying to have a conversation very quietly, it doesn't work. And you look
Well, I
around.
got a 20. Not a natural one, but a 20.
You do see that there are some like hired mercenaries actually around the building. They might actually be hired by this tavern.
I
It's
was
hard to
going to
tell.
ask if I know who they are.
Ooh, give me some kind of recognition check. Well, we
I'm
rely on history, so let's do that. You can do it with advantage.
21.
21. Yeah.
Am I?
Hmm?
Sorry, go.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, am I familiar with the establishment?
I'm going to say yes. Everyone has told you not to go here.
Cool. Why?
Because A, you're too good. B,
Aw.
you're too
Very
pretty.
Aw.
Aw.
And C, you're too talented.
Aw.
You can literally hear like music happening from within inside, but it's really horrible, just off-tune music, and there's a lot of drunk people trying to sing along with it. So it's kind of this like it sounds nice enough, but that's because there's enough united voices there that it just all kind of harmonizes.
Okay. All right, sorry, I interrupted when you were saying if Ray knew the
Oh, yeah.
mercenaries.
Yeah, you recognize a few of the mercenaries. They take odd jobs here and there. Usually they like to work outside of the city because their methods are a little bit rougher than what they like inside.
All right. As we walk in, I give one of them a nod, like, sup, bro.
Yeah, and they kind of give you a nod. And, no one's quite stopping you from getting in.
All right. I'm sticking really close to Taz and looking around for anybody familiar aside from the mercenaries, or any doors, or any kind of place that someone would go to be quiet.
I want to look for either my brother or anyone I recognize.
Well, you find your brother standing on a table, and he is apparently telling a tale at the top of his lungs, and it looks like he's not harmed whatsoever.
This son of a... I march right up to him and yell, Morrison!
Taz!
Get down from there!
He kind of looks, and you have like 20 pairs of eyes just like on you of, who dat?
I put my hands on my hips in a way that shows off my swords. Get down!
He sighs and gets down.
I grab him by the scruff and start trying to drag him out of the bar.
So, what was the exact instructions we gave Tracateur and Flea?
Oh no.
Whatever it was, we should do the opposite of it, right, Flea?
Yes, of course.
Oh, God.
I believe there was something about, like, if there's yelling and screaming, come running
Oh
inside.
my god.
Yes. So I'm gonna just
no.
bust a wall down.
Yep, I'm drawing both scimitars on Cracker's back.
I'm
Oh my God.
Hail Marying Flea through a window.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have rules for throwing party members?
Yeah, usually it's a strength check to see if you can actually lift them up. And,
All right, athletics.
Yeah, and you're throwing him through an actual window, right?
Yeah.
It's the armor class of a window.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Muscles, baby.
Okay,
Fun fact that it's actually in the Dungeon Master's handbook. There is armor
Yeah,
class for
yeah.
glass.
I know.
Yep. Now, Flea.
I think it's a 10.
Yeah, it's about a 10. It's not too bad. Give me a dexterity roll. It's a dexterity check, Flea. I would just want to see how safely you can. Like a pro.
Yes.
Rather safely.
He lands right on me.
Yeah. Okay. And Cracketeer, roll me another. Give me an athletics to see if you can bust through the wall.
Yeah.
No. This is a very well-made wall.
Does he take damage?
This is the second wall I run into tonight.
And this one you willingly went into. So
Oh,
your
man.
whole plan to Kool-Aid Man through the wall is defeated by it's a very thick, well-made wall that stands the many different varying weathers of a city at the end of a fjord. So,
And probably some fires and
oh yeah, this is like if there was a bomb, this would still be standing.
all right.
Flea, what are you doing?
Midair, I would like to have slipped my bandana over my mouth,
Stop it.
so I look very intimidating with my sparkly bandana.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20 here.
I'd like to real quick message Cracketeer and say, mission's off, meet us out front.
I'm gonna still crawl into the window, nose bleeding. You know, how tough are you? I had a bowl of nails for breakfast, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, ready to go. And
Hi.
I'm just ready, just holding her hands up like, what the hell?
So all the music stops.
Oh god.
The bartender doesn't look too pleased, and then somebody shouts, "Oh no, it's the Sparkle Bandits!" And then mass hysteria just goes.
That's
through the
right, it
room.
is us, the Sparkle Bandits. Now run for your lives!
I grab Flea by his sparkled bandana
It's
Uh,
Barbie's street gang.
and then throw him back out the window.
a vast
Aw.
Okay, give me an
trouble.
athletics.
You want me to roll in athletics? Let's
Yep.
see.
I want to see.
Dirty
You do-
20.
You do it better than Cracketeer. You just throw him
Ugh.
right back out.
Oh, do I have better athletics than Cracketeer?
Yeah, he
No,
rolled a
I
19.
do.
You rolled a 20. So, congratulations. Actually, your modifier's better than his
My
too.
modifier's high, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I had to sink them points into dexterity for a better armor class.
Sucks to suck.
Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurers 4, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes her fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my
God!
Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah.
Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.